Alright guys, let's take a quick look at Litecoin here on the channel for the first time. Now I just want to say that I don't have any Litecoin, honestly. I don't think Litecoin is a terrible coin. I just don't think it's the best coin. I would say buying Bitcoin, or maybe even like, for example, Bitcoin Cash would be better than Litecoin, honestly. I know there's a lot of Litecoin fans out there, guys. They have kind of their, like army, as we can say, like XRP has. But yeah, it's just not, really doing that much, guys. You can see it did finally break this, resistance here. This weekly resistance at about let's just say $85, guys. It looks like it's finally broke it once and for all. Now, zooming in, you can see it is starting to make some higher lows, so that's another good thing it has going for it. It is keeping this trend line here. Now, the next weekly resistance for Litecoin to really break is up here at about $100, guys. And $100 is tough for Litecoin, and it can be good resistance when it gets above it. As you can see here, it pretty much hit $100 and kept it, and it bounced off it many times, before it finally lost it here, basically on the middle part of March, or beginning, 9th of March. It actually broke down a little bit later than most other cryptos too. I want to point that out. Most broke down between December and February. This was just kind of going flat, just going a little bit sideways, actually maybe even slightly upwards. But yeah, getting rejected up here at about $135, let's just say. So yeah, I mean, Litecoin was maybe a little bit stronger than most cryptos just due to this simple fact here. And yeah, it did break its downtrend here finally. And yeah, let's take a quick look at the RSI now. I want to look at the relative strength and the stochastic RSI for this. Now on the daily time frame, it is flirting with being overbought here. And it is pointed to the upside, so I do expect it to get into this overbought region. Pointed heavily to the upside on the RSI, getting closer to that overbought region, but still has a little bit of room to grow, we can say. Weekly time frame, extremely oversold, so that's actually a good thing. Now it is pointed heavily to the upside and kind of right in the middle here on the RSI on the weekly time frame, so that's okay. It looks fine. Monthly time frame, let's go to this real quick. Now it is coming pretty hard down here on the monthly time frame. Now, will it get a bounce soon? It could. You can see it kind of bounced here, but it could go as low as down here, guys. So, but that was pretty much bear market territory. So, will it make it back down there when it's not really a bear market? Probably not. I think it will probably start turning to the upside shortly, but it is pointed heavily down to to the downside here on the Stoke. So. Pointed slightly to the upside on the RSI, so not the best with the month, but weekly and daily, like I said, weekly looks fine. Daily, not too bad, but like I said, just getting into the overbought. Now the 4-hour time frame, it is overbought on the Stoke. Now the RSI is flirting with being overbought at the moment, pointed pretty heavily to the upside. So yeah, that will probably need some type of cool off. The 1 hour also, guys, pretty much same story. It's overbought in both time frames here. 15-minute, yeah, pretty much flirting with being overbought here in the RSI, and definitely overbought here on the Stoke. So pretty much, guys, I think in the short term you're going to see this cool down. It may make a small run, to the upside here. But yeah, I do think it is due for pretty much a cool down soon, and you might see it kind of like flag out here before it continues. Longer term time frames look better than the shorter time frames when it comes to RSI and Stoke. Now, taking a quick look at the MACD on the daily time frame, guys, it is pretty much at a neutral level almost. It is getting green bars here, so that is good too. And yeah, it can run probably, let's see, what's the highest it can really go? On the daily, if we look at this was a pretty high mark here back in May 2021. That's 34.27. Wow. Okay, and considering we're sitting at like 1, it can run really a long way. Now, yeah, if we go back, I think that's pretty much it. That's the highest point that it's ever been, at about a 34 up here, and the lowest it's ever been is, it's about a 32, 33, so it's basically the complete opposite. And yeah, so if we just zoom in over here, guys, like I said, we're pretty much at neutral territory. The most recent run we had got up to about a 14, let's just say 15. So this can, maybe make a nice run here, soon. Now, taking a quick look at the visible range volume profile, guys, we're sitting down here. I know it's very hard to see, but we're at 90. Once we get above about, let's say, 105, the volume really drops off, guys. So this can go up pretty, drastically and very quickly. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I mean, it has been as high as what here? $413. Yeah. So now the Fibonacci, it actually gives it a chance of going up to about $1,500, but I don't think it's going to make it there, guys. Honestly, it really struggles trying to get above about $100. Even 130, 140. This it's probably going to really struggle getting above that. But I'm just saying the chances it runs up quicker once it gets above that level at about $105 is greater. But yeah, it just really struggles, above that point. Now, looking at the tokenomics of Litecoin, guys, there is an 84 million max supply, so it's 4 times the supply of Bitcoin, actually. Circulating is most of that, so that's actually, what, like 85–90% of circulating. All-time low, guys, $1.15. Wish I could have picked it up there, but probably will never happen again. Now, it says $410 is the all-time high. Binance had it at $413, so I guess it just depends which exchange. But you're still getting about a 78% discount. However, is it really worth it, guys? As I said, much of the trading takes place below about $140. Not much trading has taken place above that. Is it worth the risk? In my opinion, probably not. If I could get this at maybe like 30 or 40 bucks, yeah, I would probably try it. But simple fact, guys, is basically like, I just don't see this going very high, and certainly not up to the 1500 like this Fibonacci says it can get up to, not anytime soon at least. Now, taking a quick look at Bitcoin, guys, you can see that it has finally broken this weekly resistance here at $95,170. We hit this basically 6 days in a row, so it took a long time to get through it, guys. And like I said, these green lines, they're weekly resistances. My orange lines are daily, so those are much weaker than weekly resistances. So next weekly resistance is up here at 98,500. But Bitcoin is looking good, guys, in my opinion. Now, Ethereum, I wouldn't be celebrating just yet. I know it's at about 50 almost. It's been up there actually today. Actually, it's been higher. It's been up to 1873. And again, guys, it's dropped back $30 already, but it's getting a rejection off the top of this parallel channel. You can see it's hit this parallel channel. The only thing I did before this video was extend it a little bit, and you can see it got a rejection. Now, we are going to have to deal with this trend line as well at some point, guys, and that comes down every day. It's going to have to make a decision whether it's going to break above this trend line or if it's going to fall back into the reaccumulation zone and lower. Now, taking a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, guys, is at 1.05 trillion. You can see it's hit this, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row. This is like the 9th day, and it's just, floating around this line at 1.0, 4 or 5 trillion. 5 actually is right now. 4 trillion is the line. So yeah, it's been hitting this 1.04 trillion line for, over a week. Now, taking a quick look at the dominance, guys, you can see I thought it was more likely to break down. I actually moved this before this video. And the target now for the dominance would be up here at about 65.2%. So it's getting a strong daily candle at the moment to the upside, unfortunately. And yeah, guys, it looks like altcoins are in for a little bit more pain. Now, taking a quick look at the dollar index, guys, you can see it got rejected here at about 100.38 today. However, the last couple of days have been quite strongly to the upside. It's actually starting to take out the area that it's been in since mid-April, so about 2 weeks now. And yeah, I mean, a weaker dollar, guys, is better for Bitcoin, of course. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now, taking a look at the liquidation heat map today, only about 213 million have been wrecked. That's not too bad. That's fairly tame, guys. Now, Fear and Greed's 53. Yesterday it was a 56, so it is slightly coming down, so that's okay in my opinion. Before this video, guys, I updated this chart and it was at a 12. So now it's sitting at a 14. Whew, I mean, that's extremely low. Now, the bull market peak indicators is still 0 from 30. It's still 100% hold. There's no reason to sell your coins. The Pi cycle top indicator is the best indicator in my opinion, guys. And let me zoom in one more time here. It just looks like it's starting to curve up here on the orange line. So let me know what you think. What's your opinion? Does this look like it's starting to curve upwards? I think it's starting it. So it's a very slow indicator though, guys. Now tomorrow, guys, we do have a lot of economic data coming out. We do have average hourly earnings. Non-farm payrolls is probably the most important piece of information coming out tomorrow, guys. We also have such things like private non-farm payrolls. We do have factory orders tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Non-farm payrolls, though, is the one to really watch. Now, taking a look at some of the news, the macro news, I should say, today on MEXC. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is a great tool. You know, there are more to this tool than just these numbers. Now, if you want to become a member of my channel, I will put you in the Telegram group and forward a lot of these messages which actually affect Bitcoin. I won't forward the ones that don't really affect Bitcoin, of course. And yeah, you can look at these and see we actually had quite a good day economically, where ISM manufacturing was pretty good. And the US S&P Global Manufacturing PMI was also pretty good. Now, when we go down to the jobless claims, you can see this is kind of small news. US Challenger job cuts was kind of small actually too. Yeah, Australia had some, small news as well. So yeah, but this is not just about these numbers in MEXC, guys. Check it out. There's a lot of indicators and things that can really help your trading on this. Now, we do have 5 days, 21 hours here to the next FOMC meeting. So basically that is going to come next week, guys. Now, it basically didn't change much from yesterday. So it's I think it fell down like 1%, and we have maybe 1% more thinking we're going to get a cut. But yeah, so it's pretty much the same. Now, crypto bubbles, guys, looking pretty good today. We do have a lot of green across the board. Finally we can start to see that the hour, day, week, month, and year are all green once again. That's what we need to see, guys. It's been kind of depressing lately, but we're starting to come back. Now, if you want to stake, go to Coinondo, and basically, I was looking for Kati earlier because I made a video on it yesterday. There's only one place, one deal found, for Kati. But anyways, go to earn here. You can basically search for any coin that you want, and you just have to go here. For example, you want to search for Injective. Let's just do that real quick. There's 23 deals found. So be careful, guys. You don't want to lock up your coins for too long. I'm trying to look for really flexible. I'm not looking for 360 days because you really can't, tell what's going to happen in 1 year, guys. That's just too far down the road. Me personally, I might do 30, maybe 60 in some cases. But yeah, be careful. Again, let me mention xt.com. I would not send it there. They did some shady stuff with my Casper. But actually it did return to my wallet, but I can't withdraw it and I can't sell it. So I got to see what's going on there. Maybe they're going to return it. I wrote them an email. We'll see what they say. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. If you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends. Check out some of the exchanges below in the description, guys. Use my links if you want to, use those exchanges. So yeah, guys, I really appreciate all the support. And if you want to become a member of the channel, like I said, it's only $2. And yeah, thank you, guys.